Alright, what's going on, guys? Jeff here, back again with another video. So today I will be talking about the FOMC expectations. If you want to just minimize this, listen to it as like some kind of podcast kind of thing, go ahead. I won't be showing you anything on the screen. So let's just talk about the FOMC meeting. All right. So the FOMC meeting is going to be happening on the 15th all the way to the 16th of March. All right, and let's get our expectation out of the way first. Right now, we do expect Jerome Powell to be increasing the interest rates by 25 basis point, aka 0.25% in this meeting. I do think that that's a very, very high possibility of happening, especially when Jerome Powell came up to he was in Congress and he actually explained that he supported the 25 basis point increment instead of a 50 points increment. As according to James Bullard, when he was talking about how he wants to be able to hit 100 basis points by July of 2022. All right, so the thing is that I do think that the Feds can still hit 100 basis point by July 2022. Okay, if right now Jerome Powell basically just say, all right, we're going to be doing 25 basis point. What's going to happen in the market, I do assume, is that on the 16th of March, okay, we're going to see a little bit of a rally, okay? We're going to see a little bit of a rally upwards the moment we see 25 basis point hike. However, I do feel that the market will immediately lose out every single gains that it ever rallied before, because we are probably going to hear about the possibility of Jerome Powell going through with the entirety of the whole every 7 to 8 weeks, he will do a 25 basis increment, like what he did back in the 0304, because that's what Jerome Powell has been saying that he would actually be intending to go towards. So I do think that this FOMC meeting is going to be a very, very crazy one. We will see a huge increase simply because we see a 25 basis point increment. And the moment Jerome Powell comes out to talk about it, and if any of the FAQ point blank asks a Jerome Powell, do you think that the next rate hike is going to be coming very, very soon? And if Jerome Powell just answers simply something along the line like, yeah, I do think that the interest rate is going to be coming in very, very soon, simply because we need to combat inflation. And if we have to tighten up the monetary market a little bit, we'll have to do so. And I think that this statement alone, if Jerome Powell were to say it on the 16th of March at, I think it was at 3:30, I think, when he do say that, I would imagine the market would immediately just lose out on everything. Okay, people would expect high basis point increment thereafter, and the huge issue wouldn't be because of people selling. I don't assume. I do think that what would be happening is because there won't be enough people buying the dip, and people basically have a bigger selling pressure than buying pressure, hence the going out on the dip. I don't think that it would be like a sideways trading downwards. I think it would just be like huge dip downwards, which is why I'm gonna just come out and say that I do have a bad premonition of what's going to be happening on the 16th of March. But of course, no promises. Right now, we're looking at the VIX. Right now, it's Saturday, but basically, it's still Friday, the trading time for the US. The VIX is currently a little bit under 30 at 29.57. I do see that this VIX status going up a lot higher. Right now, there is still various uncertainty in the market for us to really look into, which is two different things. One of it is, of course, the FOMC meeting that we're actually talking about right now. And the other is, of course, with the whole Russia-Ukraine situation. Right now, Bloomberg did have a report saying that Russia is actually looking at this with a positive mindset, as we might be going towards a more ceasefire, peace treaty sort of mentality, which, of course, that will be very, very good for us. Okay, we do hope for that to happen. But like I said, this is an uncertainty, okay? So with this uncertainty, this kind of brings up a lot of foreign pressure, especially, geopolitics events happening, such as this entire invasion. We do not know what's going to happen, okay? We don't know who's going to suddenly come into the picture, especially with Iran by the side. And of course, with NATO, still not sure their actual stance on this whole entire thing. Are they going to come in? Are they not going to just are they just going to stay out of this entire Russia-Ukraine thing completely? We do not know. All right, so that's kind of the uncertainty that I do have of the market. But in terms of the FOMC side of things, like I said, my own expectation for it, I don't think that it's going to be great. Of course, at the same time, I'm not going to be panic selling all of my stocks because of that, because this is kind of like a hunch kind of thing. Because at the same time, let's not forget, okay, let's look at the positive side of things. Jerome Powell did say that he supported a 25 basis point, and if the economic projections or the ink plot shows that, you know, that they're only expecting 1.25% by 2022, then, you know, there is a good chance that we might most likely see a huge rally in the market, which is why I do not want to time into this sort of market. I'm not sure what the Fed is going to prepare, which is why I do want to see the ink plot. I think the ink plot is going to be possibly one of the most important one. Next up would definitely be the economic projections, and after which would definitely be when Jerome Powell basically comes out to talk about it, and we want to hear what he actually says and what is his reaction to all the various question and answer by all the mainstream media and such. But yeah, right now I'm going to be as transparent as I am. My portfolio is down, of course. I mean, today is a Friday, and I'm starting to see a trend here. Okay, on Fridays, usually you're going to see markets sell off completely, especially for the past few weeks. And this has started to become some form of a trend. Okay, the reason why this is starting to become a trend is simply because people are unaware or uncertain of what's going to be happening during the weekends. Okay, 48 hours is a long time. Okay, it might not be a long time for us. Okay, we might be out partying, drinking, chilling with friends, even with your family. We don't care. But in Russia, Ukraine, 48 hours is a lot. Okay, an additional city might be shelled. Okay, we might see more civilians die. Okay, oil prices can easily skyrocket, and Russia can easily do any sort of movement to disrupt the entire global markets. And that's why, with this sort of uncertainty, and especially with the fact that in these 48 hours, our hands are completely tied. We can't do anything in this situation, especially in the 48 hours, which is why a lot of people are, you know, flocking over to the crypto markets. And even then, okay, even then, looking at crypto, like, come on, man. Like, crypto right now, Bitcoin is at 38.8 thousand, Ethereum at 2,500, Polkadot at $17.65, ADA, Cardano at 78 cents, Terra Luna at $92, which FYI, I did sell a lot of my Terra Luna at $103 yesterday. I basically just unstick them, unstick half of my Terra Luna, and I just sold them. And then, you know, I just thought that was the right thing to do. Apparently so. Okay, I do like to think that I did the right thing there. All right, right now it's $92, and, you know, hopefully if we do see like $85, $80 or so, I might really you know, try to look for a re-entry trade over there. But yeah, you know, like, even for cryptocurrency at the moment, you know, cryptocurrency is not doing like overly well either, and which is why, okay, as much as we want to be a lot more positive than we are pre-war, you know, this is a war scenario right now. Okay, there are a lot of traders right now that are fleeing the market because of things that people are worried about these two things at the moment. Of course, the FOMC meeting, a lot of people do think that, you know, the FOMC meeting is not that important. But to me, I like to look at the micro and macroeconomics of things. And I do think the FOMC meeting is going to shed a lot of light to the current situation that we are going through to go through. And because of that, I do think that it's very important for us to actually look through even the FOMC, the CPI, the PCE, the PPI. I don't care. I like to go through all this sort of information because I do think that this kind of information can easily skew the market, because institutional investors are reading them and they're making decisions off them. Okay, and if we are not reading about them, it kind of makes sense that they are winning more than us. You know, it kind of makes sense for them to win a lot more because they have access to the information, and we cannot really make the excuse where we do not have access to the information, because we do. But anyway, those are my expectations for the FOMC meeting. I'll probably talk a little bit more about this closer to the FOMC meeting. I'm pretty sure Okay, because on Monday it's going to be on the 14th already. So yeah, I think Wednesday, hopefully, we might be able to talk about the FOMC meeting. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.